Welcome back to the channel. We're here for another episode. The first episode was really just an intro, man. We wanted to tell you what we're building over here, how you could find us, how you could join in on this movement. Like I said, we have a lot of plans and a lot of things happening behind the scenes. Some things aren't in place yet, but we got to get some traction going. We got to get some eyeballs on it. We got to get your ears on it. And that's why we jumped in, started doing these videos, started bringing awareness to the topic of blue collar because, man, that is the topic of discussion for me. It's been at the top of many discussions I've had with many different guys out in the field, whether it be electricians or boiler guys or construction workers. It's a conversation that's ongoing. It's really finding new talent, new people, and really making it, maybe bringing a better understanding of what goes on in our world, because there's so many negative connotations that come with being a blue collar guy, and we're really trying to eliminate the negativity. No matter what you do, you can't get away from it 100%. People are always going to say what they're going to say, and people are always going to do what they're going to do. I can't stop people, but what I can do is be a voice for the people to come on here and have discussions, make you understand that A, there's a shit ton of opportunity out there. B, it's not what everybody makes it out to be. C, we're some of the smartest people on the fucking planet. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, at times maybe we're a little foul-mouthed. Yeah, at times we do things a little unorthodox, but who cares, you know? And a lot of times what you come to find, at least in the old school, was a lot of the guys that were in these fields came from rough beginnings. And that's kind of how the fight like a motherfucker and the blue collar part came together, because a lot of my story is coming from rough beginnings to now building a platform, to building a business, from starting with nothing, making $80 a day cash, carrying lumber around, to becoming a business owner in New York City. So I want to bring awareness to those things, and for some of you guys to understand that I'm just like you. I'm no different, and I think that's what makes my voice and this channel to be very powerful, and it has the ability to really move mountains, because I'm just a regular guy. There's nothing special. I don't have any, thing different than anybody else except for a will to want to win. And I know a lot of you guys out there have the same thing. And for anybody that's working in any field, I don't care which one it is, I have nothing but love and respect for you, because I think that we're the ones that make the world go round. So, I kind of wanted to make this video. By the way, before I get into that, if you are new, which most of you are going to be because it's somewhat of a new channel, even though it's been here for a little while, I want you to do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the channel. Doesn't take long for you. Nothing hurts your algorithm, although if anything it'll help it, especially if you're looking for this. And while you're at it, smash the like, man. It really helps the algorithm. Like I said, we're doing a lot to get our videos out here, our voice out here, and try to push this agenda that we have and trying to bring awareness to blue collar. So with that being said, on this episode, I really wanted to touch on some of you new guys that are coming in, and if you're kind of on the fence, right? I've had a lot of interviews with guys. Some guys are on the fence. I've even brought guys into our company, tried them out for a week, and they found it didn't work for them. And as I've gone along, I start to realize, first of all, not everybody's going to be interested in it, right? But that's part of the problem. I think a lot of it is due to the fact that there's been a lot of negativity spewed about the trades. Because most individuals are just good, hardworking people that get up early every day, and they put all their efforts in, and they sacrifice a lot of time at home to make sure that they're putting food on the table of their household and providing for their household. Now, this has nothing to do with, this is men, women, it doesn't make a difference. This is all walks of life, but it's something I come to understand. But also, as somebody who's a business owner, I can speak to what I look for when somebody comes into my organization, when my company brings you in, the kind of things we're looking for, and the kind of person that we're looking for. And it's very important for you guys to understand this. When you start at any company, and again, this is all blue collar, this channel, but if you're watching this and you're not a blue collar worker, it doesn't matter, because the things I'm going to say should correlate to your regular life. And that's the other thing I love about being a blue collar guy, is we kind of like, people don't see it this way, but I see it this way. We lead from the front. We do. We lead from the front because we go through a lot of struggles in our world. And that's not to say other people don't. But when you're working with your hands, you're putting in physical labor every day, you're balls to the wall with it every single day, You're putting your body on the line every day. Your brain is working overdrive. You're driving from job to job. You're sitting in traffic half the day. There's so many layers of mental fuckery that go on that we have to overcome. And I think it really correlates to our regular lives. It makes us savages, you know, and in the best way possible. I don't mean any negativity whatsoever. In the best way possible, we're savages. So with that being said, when you come into a new organization or a new company, you should be following, man. You're not in a position to lead yet. In my company, I'm very much open to people's opinions. I am. If you're new to the company, I can't imagine how many opinions you do have, but we still leave the line of communication open because I want somebody to feel like it's not, it's not a kingdom. It's not me running it and it's my way and everything else doesn't make a fucking difference. That's bullshit. That should never be. You should always leave the line of communication open. Yes, obviously, if I have something that's specific that I want to get done and I want to do it a specific way, then maybe I say something to you and I expect you to follow my directions. But in a lot of other cases, we will sit as a crew, we will discuss, we will come through the other side and figure out the best ways to tackle any type of project, no matter which one it is. So when you first come in, just have a lot of respect. Understand that a lot of the guys that are there before you have put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of knowledge, a lot of schooling, a lot of teaching on their own to get to where they are. So have a little level of respect for that. I'm not telling you to kiss anybody's ass. That's not what we're talking about. But if you're in the right organization like mine, you're never going to feel like you need to kiss anybody's ass. We all work on the same plane. We all help each other out. We act as a team and we move as a team, meaning we move as one. We don't move away or anything like that. We just collaborate, boop, 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 whatever needs to be done, and we keep it moving. So it's the same thing for you when you come into the organization. Ask questions. It's something I tell my guys all the time. We live in the world of technology. We're not living in the world of the archaic notepad and pen, although I still operate my life like that. I enjoy it. It keeps me organized, whatever, fuck you. But with technology, right, it's so easy to keep notes. You're on a job, like we do a lot of technical stuff. So if you have a technical question, you should be writing down the question. When the time comes for you to ask said question, you have all your shit jotted down and you can ask that question, especially when you're new and you don't know and you learn. It's super important to be someone who asks questions. I can tell a lot about a guy or where a guy's going to go by how in tune with what we're doing he is, how much he's paying attention, how many questions he asks, and so on. Obviously, I can't make that determination day one. It is important to, when you're having interviews, to really be thorough in your interviews. But, what I learned in this world, you see, like when you live in corporate world and you have backgrounds in like different programs and stuff, you can say, well, I'm proficient in X, Y, and Z. When you're in this world, especially when you're coming in as somebody with no experience, you're not proficient in shit. So I have no expectations. You can say X, Y, and Z. It is a plus for my type of business that you come in, you have some experience with tools, but there's no expectation of you having this, that, or a third thing. You're literally there at the first and most important thing that I'm really looking into and reading into when I'm having an interview with you is your personality, how you might fit with my crew, because it's very important. Are you somebody with personality? Are you somebody that's a little bit dry? Those are the types of things I'm more looking at, and how you are as a fucking person, right? Like, are you kind? Do you go through your day as somebody who's respectful to other people? Are you intuitive? Do you want to learn shit? So like all these things are what I'm gauging. I'm not gauging your mechanical experience because clearly you don't have much, unless you are an experienced guy, and that's a whole nother conversation. That's not what we're talking about here. So when you come in, man, just be a good person, man. All it takes is being a good human. Ask questions. Be on time. I cannot stress to you enough how punctuality means in this world. It's one of my top core values, probably my number one core value is punctuality, because I expect guys to be on time. First and foremost. Before you ask me a question, before you say anything about the job, before you tell me how much you appreciate the experience, fucking be on time. Once you're there on time, be respectful, help the guys out, carry some tools, be asking questions about the tools, be asking questions about the job, no matter what it is, even on the lowest levels. Learn from those experiences, meet people, be a good fucking person. I keep saying be a good person. Yeah, you've heard me say it multiple times. Why? Because that's the most important thing. Right now, you're new in the business or you're coming in, the only job you have is to be respectful, learn the tools, carry whatever is asked of you. Don't give any fucking lip back. There's no reason for you to be giving lip back. As long as you follow all those things, especially for me, we're golden, man. I'm going to take you where you want to go. And when you're working for a good company, that company is willing to lay out some sort of strategic plan to say, okay, this is where you want to go. How do we get you there? And then we start working that process. With all that being said, man, that kind of wraps up this episode. It's not meant to be super in-depth. In reality, because you're new, or God willing, you're new in this blue-collar world, you don't have a lot of skills. So, learn those skills. Take some time on your own, man. Everybody scrolls on social media. I tell my guys this shit all the time. But at the end of the day, you're scrolling already. So why not go to YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, whatever floats your boat, and start searching videos in the field that you're going into. See if you can learn. I know my business, I've done a lot of content. I put a lot of information out there, mostly educational, so I can help the next guy, right? There's so many tools out there. We live in a tool-based world. It's everywhere you want to look. You can get books, you can read papers, you can read articles, you can watch videos. It's all out there for you. Be a good person. Again, if you are new, subscribe to the channel, man. Smash the like button. I'm going to remind you one more time. And also while you're here, if you have a question on this topic, being, basically new to the blue-collar world, drop a comment below, man. I'll help you in any way I possibly can. That's the type of person I am. That's the whole reason I started this channel in the first place. That's the whole reason why we're trying to build this movement, is to help you. I'm already in the world, right? I don't need to be doing this, but I feel a calling to do it. I want to do it. I want to help you guys, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been here for a while, whether you're trying to start a business. All that stuff is great. I'm here for you anyway. That's not to say I have all the answers, but I'll do my best to get them for you. I really want to grow this thing. I really want to bring some attention to it. I want to do it in a positive light. And I want you guys to understand that there is a possibility for you out there. And there are companies hiring all over the place. If you're having a hard time finding a job, at least in the New York area, because I know people out here, hit me up also. Drop a comment below. Let's talk about it. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're having a tremendous day. Keep killing it. Welcome to the wild world of blue collar. We're so happy you're here. Have a great day. Peace.